I'm with the drug dealer of 14 years. 14-year drug dealer, right?
If you want a rapper, you'd be a drug dealer.
Once again, you see a full circle. Like with Jay-Z, it's a full circle. He came up selling drugs. Jay-Z has Ace of Spades and Duce. The major part of his net worth. Like Jay-Z's a billionaire because of liquor, not because of his music. You see what I'm saying?
Right, the music was the seed.
Was the seed.
He's a monster. And I know he's a monster for years. And the more drugs he pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in the kennel. Y'all need to be doing a campaign that say free Beyonce. She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
Jay-Z has been associated with drugs his whole career, be it in his songs or in real life. His music buddies have come forward with several testimonies which prove that Jay has been operating a ring behind the scenes. The sources have confirmed that Jay-Z pitches the substances to youngsters as soon as they enter the industry. Jay-Z has been a billionaire for a while now, but how did he amass such an immense fortune? Sit tight, people. We've got all the deets, so let's get into it. The most famous and successful rapper, Jay-Z, has been accused of substance abuse many times. And not only that, Jay-Z is rumored to be the underground kingpin by many other individuals linked with the industry. Well, we all know his admiration for drug dealers runs deep. The drug dealers were my role models. Rappers weren't successful yet. Even though the rumor has been going around for many years, the spark that kickstarted this whole it again with more force than ever is the recent interview posted by Vlad TV. The interview featured Freeway Ricky Ross, a former drug trafficker. He explicitly said that the top boss of the rapper industry was deep in his business. He confirmed that Jay was the muscle behind the alcohol brand that kicked the sales of charts and made them big.
Jay-Z has Ace of Spades and Duce, which is the major part of his net worth. Like Jay-Z's a billionaire because of liquor.
We know how dangerous the legal game can be for our former convicts, so it's rather understandable Ricky is avoiding taking any names. The interviewer is more expensive in the questions, but the kingpin just nods, confirming everything. He explained that Jay-Z's main source of income comes from drug dealing, not the music as people might think so.
Saying
Right, the music was the seed.
Was the seed.
But
really,
other incinerators come from that.
The point that the host presses on is that alcohol is a legal drug nowadays, and Jay-Z is cashing in millions by promoting them in his music. Furthermore, in this time and age, there's no denying the power music has in manipulating people.
To the illegal part. And, once again, you see a full circle. Like with Jay-Z, it's a full circle. He came up selling drugs.
Now, you might be wondering why these affirmations from this person are so important. Well, this person at one time was ruling over the streets. He established a drug empire in Los Angeles, California during the early to mid-1980s. Luckily, he was caught and was sentenced to life in prison, though the sentence was shortened on appeal and Ross was released in 2009. So in short, he's very knowledgeable about the ins and outs of this business. Therefore, his perception of Jay-Z is very much relevant.
Be a drug dealer and a rapper at the same time.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Anyway, other than Freeway, DeHaven has also confirmed the same story. He revealed that Jay-Z has a team of workers that spread the word and sell things. Basically, he has a small organization of trained men working for him.
They took into him. He had a nice squad. He had his own little squad that got busy for him.
Matt Hoffa also commented on Jay-Z's exceptional business skills. According to him, the tough guys in the game have fallen. Nowadays, the winners are the ones who make the best business decisions. Jay-Z, being the head of the class, as far as success is concerned, has made a lot of great business moves.
He's not selling a tough image. He's a businessman moving along.
He explains that Jay-Z has only one hit record, but he is making more money than any of the other stars that are popping records left and right.
That made one hot record and has as much money as probably almost anybody.
Well, fans are right beside Math on this one. They also believe that Jay has a knack for surrounding himself with the right people. Jay always knew who to surround himself with. Back then, Dame was the businessman, Kareem was the bank, and Jay was the franchise. With them, he built an empire, but as many empires, with some you cannot go any further. Dame's emotional and reckless behavior got the best of him, and it was hindering Jay's progress. Once he got rid of Dame, he truly went further than anyone expected. Well, sources revealed that Jay-Z has been talking around the industry about the loss of 92 bricks. The bricks are basically packets of substances worth millions of dollars. It is common knowledge in the industry that Jay makes only 6% profit on it, but the loss made a heavy impact on his life, and he has made many enemies because of it.
When you lose all those bricks, you're in the hole 1.6 million to some people who are very, very frightening.
Now, the excessive security Math was talking about makes a whole lot more sense.
Jay-Z got motherfuckers with custom suits that are like a block away in an SUV. And then mind you, there's one in front of him, one behind him.
Remember when Jay-Z himself confessed to dealing drugs in the past? He said, to be in a drug deal, you need to know what you can spend, what you need to re-up. At some point, you have to have an exit strategy because your window is very small. Not to mention his interview with Oprah, in which he himself explains that drug dealers were his inspiration, but he considered himself gifted with the talent for rapping, but it was not anything special. Rappers weren't successful yet. I remember the first time I saw the Sugar Hill Gang on Soul Train. I was 11 or 12. I was like, what's going on? How did those guys get on national TV? And then when I was a little older, a rapper from the neighborhood got a record deal. I was shocked. They're giving you money to do that? Because by this time, the music had taken hold of the entire neighborhood. Just like crack had before, now this music had taken hold. Everyone was either DJing or rapping. Well, Jay-Z did make it big as he dreamed of, but his actions had dire consequences for the people around him. Like a parasite, his drug ring had, directly and indirectly, claimed the lives of a number of talents. The hip-hop icon DMX's demise is one of them.
We are following breaking news. We have just learned that rapper DMX has died at the age of 50.
Months after hip-hop icon DMX's passing, his official cause of death has been revealed. The rapper died at 50 from a cocaine-induced heart attack that cut off blood flow to his brain, a fatal combination. A source from the Westchester County Medical Examiner's Office told Vulture it was a cardiac arrest for a period of time, so there was no circulation to the brain. Another victim was Juice WRLD. We all know he had an issue with substance abuse from an early age, but the young artist had decided to make himself healthy when he placed himself in a rehabilitation center. But as fate would have it, he suffered a seizure on a plane and he couldn't make it. Interestingly, substance was found on his person when the medical team got to him.
New details now on the sudden death of rapper Juice WRLD. Police saying drugs, guns, and prescription codeine were all found on the 21-year-old's plane.
Well, to make matters worse, Jay-Z has never ever expressed remorse for being involved in drug trafficking. His lack of empathy toward the deceased rappers is astounding. Now we all know that for the past quarter century, the passion of rappers for mafia imagery has been trending. Yet, even in the circle of fanatic mob aficionados, Jay-Z has managed to stand out. He may not have been the first rapper to style himself as a Don during the 90s, but his performance has certainly continued for the longest period of time. Now, Jay-Z is playing the role of new Godfather in a song in his album 444. In the song, he explains, "My consciousness was Michael's common sense. I missed the karma and what came as a consequence. Nobody wins, the family feuds." This step has evoked a range of reactions from the public. Some of the fans are not so thrilled about Jay-Z's recent antics. An especially annoyed fan tweeted, "You mean Jay-Z? Drug dealer that was killing his own people, community, mothers and babies? Drug dealer that a public speaker from Chicago invite to WH? Drug dealer that done what now for the community? Nothing. You are low-life scum." While others believe that drug dealing was a thing of the past for Jay and now he only gets inspiration from it. I just don't get how anything that doesn't fit you can justify by saying it was his mindset. But when I said Jay-Z was rapping about his life experience as a drug dealer or things that became important to him as he grew older, you say that's too vague. Whereas the majority believe that Jay is not the only rapper with a criminal history. Everyone that made it big was involved in crime in one way or the other. Jay-Z, a drug dealer turned into a rapper. Pac, an ex-convict gangster who died before 28. Biggie, gangster who died before 28. 50, a gangster turned into a rapper who survived 9 shots. That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.